There we go. Shinon probably would question the heck out of Aiko, like, here you go, I made you a weapon. Here. It's called this. Shinon just goes, what the hell? What are you trying to say with this, Ike? He's just whistling and walking away, leaving Shinon to figure out on his own what he means with this. I do have another killer axe. I could give that to Boyd. Alright, I do have a bolt axe. Do I have anyone with good enough magic as an axe user that could use it? Yo, Har, what's your magic stat? 8. It's 8 times better than Boyd's. Titania? What's your magic stat? Same. The same as Har. They both are equally mid at magic. Well, I don't know. I guess Har could have it just for giggles? Yeah, for sake of giggles, Har will have a bolt axe. Here you go, buddy. I mean, it might surprise me and come in handy. The bolt axe, who knows? Yeah, there's pole axe and silver axe I have, as well as a tomahawk. She is running low on Naoto, so she does need to have another handy bow in hand. I'll give her up the Lagoose bow, and I will take... You still don't have an A rank for silver bow? Really, Astrid? Really? Still can't use a silver bow? I guess I can give you another killer bow then? Here you go. 2 killer bows for Astrid. Tanith should be fine. Yeah, she should be fine. Her spear is 1 singular use left. Let's sell it? Because it's 1 singular use. That's not gonna come in handy anywhere. Where is it? There it is. Sell. And then you just take the spear from Torino. There. It's now Marsha's spear. Soren. What's your rank? B in wind. Do I have any type of wind to give him? Tornado is an A rank, so he can't use it yet. Thoron is A rank. And Baloney is also A rank. Wait, Ileana, do you have A rank? She doesn't have A rank in Lightning Tomes yet? Really, Ileana? I can't give her Thoron yet. I want to be able to use Thoron, but I can't. And Titania, you're fine enough? Wait, poleaxe is an axe, right? Yeah, that's an axe. She doesn't have any other type of lance. Maybe I should give her another lance as a spare. Like, Night Killer? No. Maybe she can have a like Goose Slayer. I did see I had a Flame Lance. Yo, Marsha. Oh, only 3 magic, of course, of course. But why would I even think you had a good lance? I could give Tanith a Flame Lance on top of the Rune Sword. I could do that. Or Jeffrey's land magic isn't that bad, honestly. It's 9, it's better than what Marsha has, and well, it's worse than Tanith still, but you know, it's doable 9 magic in that regard. Well, if I start using Jeffrey, I could give him the Flame Lance. Though, technically, I should give it to Tanith, the Flame Lance. You know, let's do that. Let's give Tanith the Flame Lance too. There we go. She's a magical lance and a magical sword, Tanith. Do I have any brave weapons, or do I only have whatever's been given to me? I have... Why are the brave weapons only B rank? They are uber strong. Why are they only B rank? How does that make sense? The brave sword is B rank. That's insane. Who to give the brave sword to? Stefan? I mean, that's my only feasible option, Stefan, because Ike is gonna get a better weapon. He doesn't need a brave sword. And I didn't rank up Valencia, plus she already has Amity, which acts kind of like a brave sword. I have not trained up sword with Ashrid at all. I could give it to Tanith. I've not trained up Marsha's sword. Yeah, like my only option is Stefan or give it to Tanith. And just have Tanith have ridiculous weapon equipments. There. Brave Sword to Stefan. And Killing Edge is C rank. And then we do Killing Edge to Ike. Because why not? I think I'm fine now with my equipment. I think so. Alright, let's now finally do the support and info so I can move on to the next map. So support. She did not get her A rank with Mordecai. Oh, Tanith got her A rank with Marcia. Sure, let's do that. Tanith and Marcia, A rank. So, you know, I was thinking, if possible, it would be great if you could overlook my punishment. Punishing deserters to the harshest degree of the law has always been an iron rule. I cannot make a special exception for you. Deputy Commander, why do you have to be so mean? Why am I mean? Because you deserted. I had to. You were always like that. Unlike Commander Sigrun, you never once commanded our unit. You think you understand us, but you don't. You're just heartless and frigid. Don't you get it? Why do you think I'm coming down on you so hard? Excuse me? I wouldn't normally say this, but I had high expectations for you, Marcia. I thought you could take the reins and someday lead the Holy Guard. What? Where did that come from? Back in Benyon, you said nothing about any of this. Did you think I would say something like that on my own? I have no choice now. I'll offer counsel to the commander and see to it that you have a place back on the guard. If you come back, I might just forget all about your desertion. Deputy Commander, I appreciate it. Alright, well that's good that they managed to do that. I'm happy for them. I mean, why not just see the support between Mordecai and Ranulph? Just for the sake of. Hey, I'm Mordecai. What's up, you big cat? Ranulph, it's been a while. Yes, it has. Thanks for all your work. I heard about how fiercely you fought alongside these mercenaries. Is that so? I'm glad to help. Ike is a good Beorc, strong and loyal. He's worth fighting for. Do you have a chance to get to know some of the other mercenaries? Some. Grr, I have a question, Ranulph. Do I speak well in this tongue? You're fine, Mordecai. Sure, you have an accent and you tend to growl a lot, but the Beorc can understand. These words are hard to me. As a cat, I need no hard words. One roar is enough for all the forest to understand. That may be true, but the Beorc can't begin to understand the nuances of roars. We would only scare them. Yes, you are right. There are good Beorcs here. Scaring them would be bad. Alright. Neat conversations they had. Now, I saw a certain little bot spawn in another Emblem stream, so I need to get rid of that. So you be gone. There we go. Sheesh is what I'll say to that. To the bots. Well, Marcia has the A rank with Tanith. I guess I could see her C rank with Gatry. So sure. Marcia, how are you doing, beautiful? Huh? How do you know my name? Why would I know the name of a cute girl like you? You know, there was a time when Titania was the only woman in this mercenary group. Things have really started to shape up while I was away. Not bad at all. Oh, nice line, chump. I'm swooning. Wait, you were a member of the Grail Mercenaries? Yep, actually I was a senior member. I knew it. You were one of the guys that saved me from those boat monkeys, weren't you? Boat monk? You mean the pirates? Of course, that was me. Ah, heck, that's fantastic. I was so grateful for the help. Let me do something to return the favor. That's nice of you to say, but having someone as gorgeous and talented as you join us is payment enough. I need nothing more. Whoa, that's a lot of pressure. I had no idea people depended on me so much. In any case, I'll keep doing my best. Wish me luck. She's so adorable. She will be mine. Oh, yes. She will be mine. Catry. So I say to that. Well, yeah, that's fair that the bots are showing up for a great game like Path of Radiance. Oh, yay, Hard Jill, finally. Captain Har, where are you? Captain Har! Huh? What? Who? Oh, Jill. Simmer down, Jill. Can't you see I'm sleeping? And do you need to shout my name like that? You're louder than a meat skewer salesman in a crowded market. Then you're all loud. Maybe you should try responding when I call you. I'll do that as soon as you stop calling me Captain. How should I address you then? Whatever works for you. Sir Har, maybe? Do I look like a knight to you? Alright, Mr. Har. Ha! That doesn't sound right at all. Fine, just Har then. Hey, that's pretty good. Sorry, I can't address my superior like that. I'll just call you Mr. Har. Well, I can live with that. Let me get back to my nap. I like Har. Do I wanna waste Eliana's last for Gatry? I don't. I don't wanna waste Eliana's last conversation on Gatry. Even if Gatry is a funny guy, I want to have Eliana get an A rank, preferably. I mean, technically I could try to get their support, so we'll see. Alright, there we go. Info. Only Titania. Commander, can I speak to you for a moment? What is it, Titania? I have something important to ask of you. Alright, what is it? I want you to tell me about the night Commander Gray was killed. I understand it is difficult for you. However, I need to know. I have to. Just tell it once. It's all I ask. If you can't, his death will be something I'll never be able to face. I feel I've done you a terrible disservice by not telling you earlier. It's just that there was a lot I had to there was a lot I had to get clear in my own mind. I know I've kept you waiting. So you'll tell me? Yes. I think I've finally come to a point where I can face it. Alright, whenever you're ready. That night, I already told you everything up to where I was on my way to the forest, right? At the head of the path, Father had told me to go back to the fort, but I had a bad feeling and followed him anyway. When I entered the clearing, he and the Black Knight were already fighting. They seemed to be evenly matched at first. Then they exchanged a few more blows, and suddenly Father was sent flying. They spoke to each other for a moment, but I was so far away I couldn't hear what they said. Then the Black Knight threw a sword at Father's feet. I think he wanted Father to pick it up and use it. But Father didn't touch the sword. He just readied his axe again and charged. It was over in an instant. I couldn't believe my own eyes. They looked like they were embracing, just standing there frozen. But I saw the Black Knight's blade. It was protruding from Father's back and shining in the moonlight. Oh, Grail. When the knight pulled his sword out, Father sagged and fell backwards. I ran and tried to catch him, but I couldn't hold him, and we both fell to the ground. The wound Father had taken was terrible, but at that point he was still alive. The Black Knight approached me and said, "Give it to me." I had no idea what he was talking about. I do now, though. He had been sent by King Ashnard to retrieve the medallion. Father told him he'd thrown the medallion away, but the knight didn't believe him. Then he tried to get Father to talk by threatening to kill me, and missed. I was so angry I leapt up and attacked him, but it was useless. I didn't give up, though. I didn't care what happened to me, and I attacked again. Of all the stubbornness, if King Galia hadn't been nearby, I probably would have died that night too. After the Black Knight vanished, all I could think was that I didn't want Father to die. He was still alive. I thought if I could just get him back to the fort, we could save him. I clung to that false hope and started walking toward the light of the fort. I just kept walking. Thank you, Ike. It must have been so hard for you. Titania, Commander Grail died on your back. His last moments must have been much happier than I had imagined. Thank you. Now I can finally move past my grief. Titania, yes? There's something else I haven't told you about. I met him. I met the Black Knight again. What? We fought. You did well to keep your life. I'm not the same boy I was on that night. I've grown a lot. I've worked hard. Yet even so, I wasn't able to defeat him. There's nothing you can do about that. Not even Commander Grail could defeat him. You're not ready to. It's not that. It's not that my blade work wasn't good enough. Then what do you mean? Titania, his armor, it's impervious to damage. What? That's not possible. Even the strongest. He said his armor had been blessed by the goddess. He said only weapons that were also blessed could hurt him. Where are we supposed to get something like that? I have one here. Ah, Ike, that sword. Where? The night after Father died, I went back to that clearing by myself. I hoped to find some clues that might help me hunt down the knight. The sword was still there. I brought it back with me and I've been hiding it ever since. I wasn't thinking about using it. I believed that if I just carried the sword with me, I'd meet the Black Knight again. And it worked. So this sword will work against him? It's supposed to. It was made to contest Alondite, which is the sword wielded by the Black Knight. Do you think you have a chance? I'll win. Alright, I won't stop you. Use that sword to avenge Commander Grail. But listen, Ike, you must promise me one thing. What is it? When you meet him, you'll exchange blows. If at that moment you don't feel you stand a chance, you must flee. There are times when running away is not the same as losing. Don't you believe in me, Titania? Of course I do. One day you will defeat the Black Knight, I'm sure of it. That's why I don't want you to lose your life on the first go-around. When the time comes, I promise not to interfere, and I won't let anyone else interfere either. I want you to face him, one-on-one. And I want you to be calm and use your own best judgment. At times, withdrawing can be the key that unlocks a future victory. Don't forget that. Understood. Right, I was supposed to check for elixirs, I just remembered that. Shop. No, they do not have elixirs yet. Best they have is vulnerary. Still no elixirs. Do I happen to have any on me? Nope. I'm surprised at how bad the game has been at giving out elixirs. Like, Ranulph is like the only unit I have that has an elixir. Oh no, wait. Jill has one. Yeah, still, the fact that only 2 units so far have had an elixir is kind of astonishing. That only 2 people have had an elixir. Well, I guess I can do this then. Here you go. You now have the elixir. Nah, well, forcing the player to steal elixirs, it's kind of, well, mean in a sense to force that of the player. General Ike, please come with me. We're getting ready to have a war council and discuss tomorrow's battle. So the Black Knight is in that castle, is he? There's no doubt of it. That Bjork's a real handful. Even when I attacked him in cat form, I barely scratched him. It's his armor. It's apparently blessed by the goddess. Ordinary weapons, natural or no, can't damage it. Oh, that's just swell. So how are we supposed to defeat him? Angry looks? Leave that to me. I've got a sword that could be effective against him. I don't like it, but I suppose there's no choice. We don't use weapons or shields. Those are Bjork tools for Bjorks alone. Very well, if the villain in question appears, we'll leave him to General Ike. Now then, shall we determine who among us storms the castle? Ike, can I talk to you? Not right now, Mist. We're discussing battle strategy. I know that, even so. Please, it'll only take a moment. Mist, I promise I'll make time later. Be patient and wait quietly. What is it, oh beauteous one? I feel a bit dizzy. May I rest for a moment? Oh, what foul deed is this that rears its head? The gods of war do charge a heavy toll. Bewitch us and attack our very minds. The princess, she is faint and oh tired. Forgive your humble servant this trespass. Hark, my dear, and bless me with your arm. Good folk, we shall retire for a spell. Of course. Princess, please rest and allow us to proceed with these preparations. Thank you, I'm sorry. What is it? Come on, miss. You realize the princess was making time for you to talk with me, don't you? Well, I thought I could talk to you later, but then I changed my mind. I wanted to talk to you now. I've been hoping to talk to you too. I haven't heard very much from you since the other day. Yeah, I'm sorry. When you told us that story, I was so shocked. That's why. The part about Mother's death and about Father, right? Uh-huh. That's only natural. So you have come to some kind of understanding with it all, is that it? At first, I couldn't believe it. The stuff about the medallion and the revival of the Dark God and all of that, none of it sounded real. And everything about Father, that was even more unbelievable. It was all I could think about. But I didn't want to think about it anymore. It made my head hurt. I didn't know what to do. I couldn't even sleep. I could just lie awake at night and stare at the tent walls. Yeah, I was the same way. I guess my body finally reached its limits. Last night, I fell asleep. And when I woke up this morning, I don't know, it was all gone. I only had one emotion left. One emotion? What was it? It's hard to say. Sympathy, I suppose. For Mother? Uh-huh, and for Father. I think more for him than anyone else. Father and Mother were in love, weren't they? And then the medallion, it made Father go, what did you say, berserk? When he returned to himself, he found Mother. When Father died, it hurt so much. I thought I was going to die. Father must have felt the same way. No, he must have felt it even worse. I think you're right, and Father kept it all to himself too. Mother, the medallion, being hunted, he never said a word to us. It was his burden alone. The man who killed Father was that knight we saw in the Portoa, right? The one in the black armor? Yes. You're going to fight him, aren't you? For Father? Yes, I am. That's one thing I won't let anyone else do in my stead. Trying to stop you is pointless, I know. If I were stronger, if I were a sword fighter, I'd be doing the same thing. Mist. But you must keep your promise. You promised to lead a company in Father's place and to protect me. If you go and get yourself killed, I'll never forgive you. I understand. That's why I'm not going to lose. I know. Well, that was a kind of a sweet moment between them.